Hello Libra, this is Turquoise Tarot here with your reading for August 2016. I'm sorry I wasn't able to post anything for July. I had some family stuff come up and took all my time and attention and energy, but I'm back and I'm doing your August readings. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently this month because it's really challenging to do hour-long readings for each sign every month, so I'm just kind of shortening it a little bit. If you're interested in a private reading, I will post my website in the information box below this video, and if you're feeling generous and would like to make a donation, I'll be posting a link for that as well in the information box below this video. So let's go ahead and get started, and the first reading I'm going to do is a general reading for all Libras for the month of August 2016. Also, just want to point out, I still have some specials going on for my private readings. You'll find the prices listed on my website on the home page at the bottom. I think it's the bottom, bottom right-hand side. You'll find the special prices there. Or maybe it's the left. I think it's the left-hand side. Sorry, guys. So let's see what's coming up for Libra. General messages for August 2016. Okay. First card I have is the Two of Wands, Justice, Seven of Cups, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So Libra, some of you have been dealing with some fear, some anxiety, some depression. Let me just look over the spread here and see what's going on. I feel like there's a fire sign that's around you that wants to help you because they realize you're dealing with some indecision or some fear or some doubt. There's also some confusion here, and one thing I want to say is for some of you, you may want to be careful with overindulging with alcohol this month, because I feel like that's just kind of what you're doing to maybe deal with some anxiety or some fear or some negative feelings. But that's just for some of you. In the beginning of the month, there's something to do with a situation that you have to make a decision about. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion here because you want to be fair, okay? You are the Justice card, and that's at the top of the reading. And you want to be fair. You want to do things for the right reasons. You don't want anyone to feel left out, okay? So there's some confusion, there's some worry, there's some anxiety about, how you're going to proceed, how you're going to make this decision. You don't want anyone to feel hurt. And this has to do with a fire sign. But by the middle of the month, you have this Ace of Pentacles, which is beautiful. And the Ace of Pentacles is like an offer coming in that's going to manifest for you in your material world. So whatever this is, whatever decision you make, it's the right decision because it's going to materialize in a very positive way for you. And I feel like there's going to be a pleasant surprise about how these turn of events happen, okay? because you're coming from a good place. You're doing things with integrity, and when you do things with integrity and you do things because you have an honest intention, then things usually manifest in a very positive way, okay? It's when you make decisions out of fear and lack that things don't work out for you, okay? So try to control these feelings of anxiety or fear or doubt or what have you, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're dealing with, try to control that. Don't allow your emotions, we have a lot of cup cards here, so don't allow your emotions to get the better of you. Because again, when you act from a place with integrity, you're doing the right thing. I'm also getting a message here about being confident in yourself. Trust in yourself, have confidence in yourself. Because someone is seeing you as the right person for the job, or you're the right person for whatever this situation is. You kind of have your own self-doubts and you're self-defeating, you know? It's like you're not giving yourself the credit that you deserve. But you're the right person for the job. You're the right person for this situation. And this King of Cups recognizes that. I feel like this can be a work situation for some of you. Even though we only have one pentacle here, I feel like this can be about promotion. But you may be worried that someone else doesn't see you as right or fit for the job. But you are coming from a good place. You just got to have that confidence within yourself. You know, what's interesting is by the beginning of the month, we have the Two of Wands, which talks about a decision to be made, about how you're going to proceed, how you're going to move forward, setting some seeds down, laying some seeds down, and making plans. But then by the end of the month, we have the Two of Swords, which talks about a decision needs to be made right now. You need to make a decision. It's inevitable, okay? And it's causing you some mental anguish. But the center card being the Ace of Pentacles is saying, you know, and the King of Wands, trust in yourself, have confidence in yourself, that you're going to make the right decision, and things are going to work out beautifully because the outcome card is the Ace of Cups. So emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, peace, love, this is a blessing. You have to trust in yourself. You know, it's almost like you see these two cards. The Page of Cups is on top of the Ace of Cups. You're just like, there's this innocence about you. There's this, you know, it's like a child who really says, can I do this? Am I capable of this? Am I that strong? Am I able to make these big changes? And there's a pleasant surprise in this because there's a blessing here. You see the size of this cup versus that cup. You're looking at the situation as if, you know, you can't take on this cup. You're too small. You're not sure if you're the right person, but other people see you as that, and it's a blessing. You know, this is supposed to be Aphrodite in this spread, but or in this deck, but it's like, you know, there's a blessing here. Someone is saying, yes, you are capable, and they're offering you this cup, so take it. I hope that makes sense. And it's this fire sign that believes in you. And they're pushing you towards, you know, this is the Two of Cups in this deck, and they're pushing you towards this. Sorry about that. Because they see you just right for the job. They see that you're able to meet the challenges or the expectations. So don't be so nervous. Don't be so worried. Let's look at a couple cards here. Yeah, I'm just getting really big, like you're not sure if you can handle this responsibility, but you can. And it's really gonna boost your income and boost your material wealth if you proceed and move forward with confidence in the direction that you're being pushed to go. I want to look at this Nine of Swords first. So here it's saying you got to be your own best friend. You got to trust yourself. You got to believe in yourself. Okay? And also this card, like I said, you're coming from a place, you're acting in integrity, you're doing things for the right reasons, so things are going to turn out well for you. Okay? Don't be your own worst enemy. Don't let self-doubt and negative thinking to make you make the wrong decision. Whenever, like I said, whenever you make a decision out of fear, it's not the right decision. You need to transform the way you think. You need to change the way you are perceiving yourself. You need to have more self-confidence. And don't let this anxiety or fear carry you away. Again, don't allow your emotions to get the better of you. I want to look at this Ace of Cups. Yeah. You've just, it's almost like things haven't gone well in the past, and so you're kind of perceiving that things are going to go the way that they have in the past, and so you're feeling emotionally weak and spent. But the outcome card is a joyous celebration. So trust whatever this offer or opportunity is that's coming for you. Have the confidence that you can meet it and exceed and do well. Okay? So that's what I have for your general reading. I'm going to move on to single Libras for the month of August. Ten of Pentacles fell out. That's a big family card. See how that ties in. The Empress. Three of Cups. Seven of Wands. Temperance. Ten of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands. So the big message I'm getting here for single Libras is, look, life in the universe, God is pushing you towards having self-confidence, okay, in love and in relationships, because it's being acknowledged that what you truly desire is a happy home life, marriage, possibly children, wanting to settle down, and you are the Empress. The Empress is the mother and the wife in the tarot, okay? And as you can see, she's surrounded by harvest. So you've been desiring this for your life, and it's being acknowledged by God and the universe and whom you pray to, that this is what your desire is for your love life. As you can see, this is almost like the wedding card in this deck. This is the Three of Cups. It's a celebration. And it's like the angels have acknowledged that this is what you desire. You want a wedding. You want a marriage. You want to be happily ever after. And right next to this Three of Cups, we have this Ten of Pentacles. So that's coming for you. It's coming for you. And it's coming for you because you've been working hard at materializing that for yourself. You haven't been operating from this place anymore. This is where you've been. You've been operating in a place where you feel just overwhelmed by love and feeling as though, things aren't turning out for you the way that you want them to. And you've kind of released yourself from that, and you've fought the battle within yourself to overcome that self-defeating belief. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's like there was so much focus on finding a right partner or finding a relationship, and you finally just said, you know what will be will be. When it's meant to come, it'll come. And when you did that, you opened yourself up to receiving love. And so now the universe is pushing you in a way that's like, okay, now you're getting it. Unexpectedly, this love is going to come in. The Eight of Wands traditionally means new love coming in very unexpectedly, okay? So because you've been open and you've done the healing, you've done the work that you need to do, new love is coming in for you, and it's going to be a relationship that's long-standing. You're going to build a family with this person. You're going to have that family dynamic that you've been wanting. It may not all transpire in the month of August, obviously. A relationship will take time. But I feel like you're meeting this individual this month, or this is the month that you're opening yourself up to receive that. And then in the coming month or so, that person will be coming into your life. So let's look a little bit more in depth on this. I want to look at the Eight of Wands first. Yeah. So, okay. This person that's coming in, they're recognizing your confidence, and it's appealing, it's attractive to them. And they're putting a lot of thought and consideration into you and the potential for a relationship here. And this Lord card is someone who, like you, is very confident. And this is someone that you are also highly attracted to, okay? Because the Lord is seen as someone who's very attractive. So it's coming in, and it'll happen when you least expect it. I want to look at this Seven of Wands. Yeah, okay. You have worked so hard on having faith and trusting in God, trusting in the universe, praying, meditating, and just releasing it and letting it go and letting it happen when it's meant to happen. And that's been the battle that you've fought in order to get to this place. You know, we go from the Ten of Wands to the Seven of Wands. So you've released some negative thinking, or like that feeling of holding on for dear life to, you know, if I don't find someone, there's nothing for me kind of mentality. You've let that go. And it's bringing in the joy and love that you truly desire. And this talks about sexuality. It talks about passion. It talks about sensitivity. So all of that will be coming in for you. You're understanding that in a new way now. You're understanding yourself in romance and in love in a new way. And it's allowing this door to open for this person to come in. It's beautiful. So that's what I have for you single Libras for the month of August. Now we're going to move to the coupled Libras. We have the Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Magician, the World, Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. So some of you coupled Libras. Now remember, this is a general reading. You're dealing with a King of Pentacles, and a King of Pentacles can be an earth sign, can be their sun, moon, or rising sign, can also be male or female. This would be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. And this person, regardless of whether they're male or female, is coming up as the king because there's been some action that this king has taken. There's been something that this earth sign has done. And really, this spread talks really about an ending to a relationship. There's something that this king has done that you're not happy with, you're not content with. I almost feel like there was some emotional manipulation by this king. And you've had to stand your ground and stand firm. I feel like this has been a long fought battle with this person. And what you need to know is when you walk away from this person, yes, it's difficult, it's challenging because you've spent a lot of time building something with this person. You're building your lives together, intertwining your lives together, and you recognize that, and it's hurtful. It's hard to walk away from that. But overall, the World card at the foundation is saying this relationship is at completion. You're done with this cycle, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune is going to be turning now. Things are going to be getting better. Things are going to be progressing forward. And you may have felt like you weren't sure if you could really release yourself from this person emotionally, financially, spiritually, if you could really let them go. But the Nine of Wands at the top of the spread is saying, yes, you will. It's been a long, hard-fought battle for you, but you're going to endure, and you're going to sustain, and you're going to be standing at the end of this. Trust in that. This person has left you feeling out in the cold. Maybe, like I said, I just get a lot of like emotional manipulation, mind games. This person can be very controlling. They want things done their way. They want to be the one in power. So it's about releasing this person and gaining your power back and trusting in that. Don't give away your power. Take it back. Take it back this month. And I see you doing that. I see you finally releasing this person and letting them go. Now this can be for those who are, in long-term relationships, and it can also be for those who are married. Let's look at this Magician card first. This is where I feel the manipulation and mind games come in. Yeah, this person is just very cocky, very arrogant. They want things done their way. It's all about pleasing themselves. And it's left you feeling in despair. This person is not giving you what you need, okay? They're not fair. They're not fair, and they're all about ego, okay? They don't have the right reasons for being in this relationship. There's a lack of sincerity and genuineness to them. So it's about releasing this person. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, card flew out. We have the Doctor. Yes, yes. This Wheel of Fortune's about that change in tides where you have felt so downtrodden and pushed around, and you've given up your power. When you release this person, you're on the mend and you're healing. You're opening yourself up for healing, but you have to let this person go in order to do that. And you're regaining your self-confidence. You're getting your power back. And it's a new beginning for you. It's a fresh start. So this month, for you coupled Libras who are going through this kind of situation, this is the month that you're finally letting that person go. You're finally regaining your power, and you're finding that inner strength to walk away. that's what I have for you, Libras. Please like, share, subscribe. For those of you who have, thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you all. I wish you many blessings and a wonderful month, and I'll see you soon. Bye.